have an example of us winning the ball in the final third, and then the player in the middle here is going to receive it. I believe it's Karina. And then you can see the front three in front of her, 1, 2, and 3, basically all just stand there and watch her. So there, that pass happened. It would have been nice to have seen somebody making a darting run forwards, a diagonal run, just kind of giving the person with the ball an option, telling them what to do with your movement rather than them having to dictate the play by playing a pass that clearly isn't going to reach its target. All right, so here's a good example of movement from Avery, who's going to be dropping in to receive the ball just here. Does well to turn the boys, and then as she looks to play the ball in the middle, you can see a huge gap right in here. We've got a line of forwards and a line of defenders, and then just this massive gap in the middle. What would have been nice to have seen here is potentially one of the midfielders moving into a higher position. So we could have one of the mids filling this gap in here. We could also have the right winger over here tucked in a lot tighter to kind of receive the ball in here, which would then either take this boy away here or leave her completely unmarked. Either way, we could have Sydney attacking the back post because she's got nobody to mark up here. She's got completely free. So just, it's hard to do this stuff on the fly when the ball's moving, but from a throw-in, we can definitely get ourselves set. It's a dead ball situation, so we've got time to think and time to kind of analyze where there might be spaces for us to go and exploit. So we're in the final third, right winger, don't need to worry about just playing on the right, go and attack some spaces and free up some space in the back post for your right defender. So here we're going to have Sydney picking up the ball and making a great run the field. Okay, really great attacking run from our fullback. Right now you can see the obvious gap is right in here between these two boys. So I would love for one of those forwards up there to go and try and attack that space. So it could have either been this girl out here making the run in behind, or this player in here, I believe it's Karina, making that straight run in there, okay? Either way, that gap needs to be exploited because Sydney's doing a great job of dribbling across the field, drawing players into her, and leaving everybody unsighted for the players running off the ball. So here we have a great example of an overlapping run. We're going to have Sydney just at the top of our screen here, attacking the space out in here with a great burst of speed and really good build-up from the team as a whole, okay? Working the ball from left to right, exploiting the big open spaces out there. This is what we really want to get more of, okay? And it's not the natural kind of the most obvious overlapping run that we are used to doing, where you kind of basically pass it forwards and then overlap the person you passed it to. This is a good switch of play and then encouraging the fullback to go and attack the space and creating an overload in the middle. So here we have her attacking the space wide open, drawing players into her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Boynton boys now all chasing down Sydney because of this great attacking run. And really, we don't make the most of this run because if we can kind of slow down at this point, okay, if Sydney can attack the final third, slam on the brakes, and then maybe we can start building it up, you can see that we've got a potential of a few overloads on this left side of the field if we can work it to the left side once more. She tries a cheeky little Ronaldo chop, doesn't quite come off that time, but encourage that all the time, Sydney. Love that. So here we have Sydney again, just creeping into view or creeping over the halfway lane just here from one of our free kicks. Yeah, Sydney was just terrorizing them on the right-hand side. Really, really loved her overlapping runs in this game. Again, it just comes down to just being brave and just going for it sometimes. All right, it doesn't have to be from open play. It doesn't have to be just like I said earlier, the obvious overlap. It can just be push on into space and create that 2v1 with your forward against their left back in this situation. So Sydney recognises the opportunity to go forwards. We know Adri can play them long, and again, we get another decent attack from this. Well done for the wide player to start tucking in, taking the player away, and there goes Sydney now. Lila is really enjoying this. And unfortunately, just goes straight to the keeper, but it's really, really encouraging. And if the Sydney had got on the end of that, we've got a huge overload here. 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 against 3. So keep doing this, girls. I really, really want to see more of this. It definitely is working. My baby's going nuts. So here we have a good example of an overlap on the left-hand side. It's Kit Kat, so we recycle the ball well to Adri. Adri plays long. And at this point here, you can start to see Kit Kat running into the space. So seeing just nothing but open space in front of her. I believe it's Anna here receiving the ball, and Kit Kat recognizing that there's an opportunity to go and overload on this left side. So there she goes, bombing on, brilliant work, and well done for Anna for finding her. Maybe the heavy touch just let her down a little bit, but she can be forgiven for having slightly a heavy touch considering how long she's been out of the game, but well done anyway. Okay, so here we have a missed opportunity for an overlap from a fullback. So we have Anna receiving again, and this time Kit Kat makes to receive the ball. She starts moving in here, and then as Anna starts to move backwards, it's a perfect time for Kit Kat to go and drive into that space. Instead, Kit Kat kind of holds the ground. And you can see here, we kind of get Anna a little isolated. If you can see that speed, oh my gosh. It is just begging to be attacked, all in there, okay? With so many bodies on that right side of the field, Kit Kat completely free on the left side. We could have done more with this. Just to finish with on this video, guys, I just want to highlight this as my moment of the game. So well won back by Sydney here, playing back to Adri. Adri playing long, we get a little fortunate with the bounce falling in, and now this is what we want to get better at. Quick play in the final third. So a little one-touch play, bang, and it could have been a goal, should have been a goal. That's what's been missing in a lot of our games recently is indecision in the final third, kind of maybe taking too many touches, missing opportunities to pass or cross or shoot. This was a great example of just making your mind up quick and just being decisive and getting it done. And it was really, it was very much my highlight of the game. And if we can get doing that a lot more, then we will definitely be threatening the goal a lot more instead of biding our time and wasting our opportunities.